Let's get one thing out of the way first, the question that we all got when looking at The Lost Legacy: how long is this Uncharted 4 DLC that is now a $40 standalone game? The answer is 6 to 7 hours, depending on if you complete every activity in the open area. Yes, there's a pretty huge open area in Uncharted The Lost Legacy, but no, while it's awesome, it's not the best part about the game. It never felt weird that I wasn't controlling Nathan Drake in The Lost Legacy, simply because Naughty Dog did an excellent job of bringing Nadine and Chloe to life, especially the interactions the two have together are amazing, showing once again that the Sony-owned studio is king.
My partner turns my own men against me. My lieutenant makes off with the bounty. Nathan and Samuel Drake get off scot-free, and you're asking why I want Shoreline back. Yeah.
You play as the Indian-Australian treasure hunter Chloe, who knows a lot about the Tusk of Ganesha. And later on in the game, you will better understand why she wants to find that artifact. Joining you on that journey is Nadine, of course the villain from Uncharted 4, and I felt a great connection with her, simply because he doesn't know about the legends of the Tusk and the place where it's hidden. This really results in some priceless responses from Nadine, as he just wants to get her share and get it over with.
Oh, that works. Let's find that disc.
But the conversations also get personal, as the two discover more amazing locations that you will visit during this journey. One time, for example, you climb this huge tower, and after that Nadine asks Chloe about Nathan Drake, how she feels about him and stuff like that, and that of course leads to awesome conversations. While the usual Uncharted stuff like climbing and shooting is still a lot of fun, you do all of that for the amazing interactions that these characters will have. I was especially surprised by how I felt about Nadine at the end of the game. While venturing with Sully, Alina and Sam in Uncharted 4 was great, I really felt that Nadine has to be the best Uncharted partner ever. It never feels as if you are babysitting her, since she will just easily take out armed guards herself without you asking it, and she also helps with puzzles. One time I thought, oh, now I have to walk back, pull the lever there, and then Nadine did it, so that saved me some time. But together they are even stronger, as for example demonstrated in the fighting sequences in the game, where Nadine can for example hold off a guard while Chloe gives them the final blow. While this game was made after Uncharted 4, so they kinda worked on it for a little over a year, you can still expect the same polish as the other Uncharted games. And you really see that in the kinda small bits. For example, you have to push a lever many times, but every time you do it, it's slightly different, making it way more realistic. This is especially well done in the open area of the game that you will encounter early on. Here you have to go to 3 locations on the map in order to progress, but in what order you do it is up to you. And it still feels like if that order you chose was the order that the developers envisioned. For example, you have throwbacks to the previous locations, and the conversation between Nadine and Chloe totally fits with what you were previously talking about. But not only the freedom you have in choosing which objective you want to go first, also other interesting things make your visit in the open area worth your while. There are tokens scattered across the map that you can get if you complete an interesting puzzle or kill a bunch of goons. Got all the tokens? Well, then you can get a special bracelet that will let you find the regular Uncharted treasures more easily. Also cool is that you will always see Chloe wear that bracelet, making it even more worth your while. It also helps that the activities that you have to do are really varied and fun, like reaching water holes under a certain time and shooting bells to open a door. You probably also want to do these activities because it gives you an extra 45 minutes of gameplay, otherwise you might see the credits after 5 hours of playing. And trust me, when you see those credits you will be sad, because you will know that these characters will be gone for a while, since Naughty Dog will now go full force on The Last of Us Part 2. The Lost Legacy though does demonstrate that Nathan isn't needed to carry an Uncharted game. It opens up even more possibilities for the franchise to showcase other characters that we kinda don't know right now, but would be great with enough screen time. The only thing that kinda bothers me is the villain Azov, because if you compare him to the other characters, he is kinda meh. His interactions are always classic evil villain, and while you know that Nadine and Azov have a past, you never really learn what that was about or what they were doing, something that could have given Azov a personality. than just to be the guy that wants to do no good to India and its people. But yeah, that's just one thing that could have gone better in the otherwise amazing experience. I mean, while we got some new mechanics like the lockpicking, it still feels like an Uncharted game. The lockpicking was not really that big though. The open area really felt like a fresh experience though, really showing what Naughty Dog is experimenting with and what it will probably mean for the future of their games. So yeah, I knew The Lost Legacy would be good, but I liked it more than expected, mostly because of the brilliant acting of Chloe and Nadine and some of the surprises that you will find along the way. I can't wait for you to get your hands on it and experience it as well. Got any questions? No spoilers of course, drop them down in the comments down below. Subscribe for more Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Got some ideas for more content coming up. Like the video if you did. Thanks a lot for watching and goodbye.